だったらその殺気を引っ込めてくれねえか。ここでやろうってんなら別に構わねえけどな。
Nothing lasts forever, and my snips have finally given up the ghost. And because my Discord has been infiltrated by degenerates and weebs, God Hand is the brand that I have been recommended to try next. All of you Gundam boys out there and your master race have been bullying me and banging on my digital door to give these a try. But they're not cheap, so are they worth it? I don't know. Let's take a look.
Man alive, look at this packaging. Whoo-wee! Man, they certainly go all in, don't they? I love it. I love that this thing is doing a spirit bomb. It's just, it's awesome. Oh man, you can see here, this is still in the package. I have not opened these up yet. Let's take a look. It's almost a shame to open this up. I feel like they packaged this thing in a first edition holofoil Charizard. Look at that thing, man. That's awesome. Now, I don't understand any of this because I don't speak no languages.
I don't speak no languages.
So we're just going to have to figure this out. First of all, I was told that these are super hardened and very delicate. So when they say only plastics, they don't mean just any plastics. They mean soft plastics. Okay, so the tempering and the hardness on these teeth are supposed to be pretty substantial, okay? That's a good and a bad thing. That means that they should stay sharp for a long time, but that also means if you torque these at all, they could break, so no shenanigans. Ooh, there's almost a mysticism about these, right? Right? I'm sure some ancestor folded this steel 10,000 times, and I'm probably unworthy to actually be using these. The problem with snips is that the longer you use them, the more the blades close on each other and create an off-step. See how those are not quite lined up anymore? How there's kind of a step down from one of the blades? The longer you use snips, the more dull they're going to get as well, not just because of the material you're cutting, but because the blades close on each other, right? So to remedy this, God Hand has a little jam nut and screw. This prevents an over travel of the closing of the handles so that you don't have a damage of your blades. The way to adjust it is pretty simple. Just get yourself some pliers and loosen that jam nut until it is freely spinning. Then you're going to take an Allen wrench and you're going to stick that in there. And then you're going to turn that screw until you don't see any daylight between the jam nut and the handle and the two blades. Mine came out of the package with a little bit of light between the handle and the jam nut, and no light between the blades. What that means is my blades actually came out of the package closing on each other. That's not good. That's not what you want. You need to tune them so that you don't see any light between the jam nut and the handle and the blades. And this is much easier to do if you have light coming from here towards your face and no light behind you, so that you have a silhouette of your tool, right? And what you're going to do is just turn this wrench until you get a balance. So you see there how there's still some light between my blades? Now what you want to close it just enough so that right about there. Okay? Now if I look at this, there's no light here, and there's no light coming between my blades. That's exactly where you want it. And then you just open this up, tighten that jam nut down, and there you go. You're all tuned. Now your blades don't dull and break each other, and your cuts remain nice and clean and square. Look at the alignment on these blades. Gorgeous. Get my nail here. and it's just nice and smooth. They don't really have an offset. You see my old snips here? You just get your nail stuck on that offset. Yeah, these ones were done anyway. Build quality is excellent. I mean, look at the shine on these things, man. That Jones shiny. Woo! They have a good action. One thing I liked about the Army Painter before it snapped was that they spring open. So when you're doing a lot of snipping, it's nice. It makes it comfortable. You don't have to sit there and cut and then open them. There is a pair of Tamiyas out there that one of the Discord boys recommended to me, and they were fine, except they didn't have any spring action, which I really didn't like. I really wanted spring action. So these have it, and that's great. The grip is nice. I mean, it's rubberized. Like I mentioned, these were expensive, around $70 to $80, which I think is going to be prohibitive for a lot of people who can't write off their hobby tools as a tax expense, right? So those of us that can do that, maybe these are worth it. You know, if you're making your money with your tools like this, you know, if you're a commission artist. But for everyone else that has made better career choices in their life, you probably can't justify this. Probably not. But let's see how they cut. Got a little sprue here. Let's just take a little snip. All right. Let's just see if this really is God's hand. Oh damn. Okay. All right. All right. Legitimately didn't feel that at all. Holy cow. What? Wow, these are really, 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 really nice. Okay. Let's just take a little snip right here. It is almost a joy to snip. Wow. I'm going to set these down over here for just a minute and just distance myself from the experience, because it's overloading the senses right now. That is amazing. Let's snip down here. Let's see. I'm gonna snip his toe. Right here. See, here's the thing. I was about to snip through this little nub here. Is that going to be too much for these? Is that going to be too much torque? I don't know. I definitely don't want to ruin these. They were not cheap, and I don't want to mess up what is otherwise a fantastic tool. Good heavens. And now these are dull, you know, from years of use. But these, even when these were brand new, these Army Painters, rest in peace, right? Even when these were brand new, they never cut as nice. I see how they kind of break more than they cut. They never cut anywhere near these freaking mass immune dudes right here. Whew. That breaking action is particularly an issue when you are dealing with brittle resins. Okay, and this is what drew me to look into these snips, is that supposedly they are much better for resins. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's incredible. Wow. Okay, I'm sold. I'm sold. Shing. Okay. So are these really God's hand? I mean, I don't know if God could cut any better than these. That is fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. So I'm very happy. I'm very happy with these. If you got the cheddar, boys, drop it on these snips, because whee! But you know what? There's also an economy version of these, which are supposed to be almost as good and far cheaper. I'm going to try those out at some point in the future as well. I think that they would probably be more reasonable for everybody out there, hobbyists, right? But for those of us that are making money doing this, right, commission artists, if I can have a tool that saves me time because I don't have to correct a mistake that an inferior tool makes, I mean, that eventually will pay for itself, right? So Is it worth it? To me it is. These are great. Very happy with them. To you, I don't know. I don't know, but I think if you bought them, you'd be pretty happy with them.
These were fantastic. Loved them. But I'm still going to keep these. And the reason is, these were so expensive and they're so precise that I'm pretty much going to keep these to precision cutting. And I'll keep these poor, worn out things for general butchery that I don't need precision for, right? I hope you guys enjoyed this little tool look. I'll do more of these in the future if you want, and I appreciate the recommendations for any tools that you guys have been using and that you have found helpful.
God's hand even comes with its own white leather glove. Ooh, that's fancy. Like a scabbard. Oh, nice. Shwing! I'm pretty sure that's against some sort of honor code. Yep, Google Translate says that if you draw these without snipping anything, you have to snip your own flesh to appease the ancestors. Rules are rules.
So these were fantastic. Fantastic. Just dropped them. Okay, take two.